Hello, welcome in everybody. What's up? How are you? I'm gonna wait to see if any other people come in before I start talking. Hello. What clicks and views? Hey, come up. I want to talk to you. Alright. Oh no. I'm just tired of fucking adults being fucking children, man. When the fuck are they gonna grow up and start being fucking adults? Ain't nobody gonna come in here. I'm not worried about it. If I wanted the clicks and views for real, I would have put the title of what the hell I'm pissed off about. But I'm not. I didn't. And I'm not because it's not worth it. It really isn't. So what's up, everybody? What y'all been up to? Anything? seriously, all the fucking shit people I hang out with, and like everything is just getting crazy. People are acting like they ain't got no damn sense nowadays. Well, hell, I guess that's been like since day one for the last 2.5 fucking years. But it is getting ridiculous on what the fuck's going on in these damn streets. I mean, the drama has got to fucking cease somewhere. It really does. Like, I don't give a fuck what people have to say about me, and I really don't care, to be honest. I mean, but people actually really think that I'm stupid enough not to know that they're talking about me. And some of the shit I've heard today makes you fucking wonder, seriously. It shows that people really don't fucking pay attention to what they're listening to. They just want to talk about it instead of listening to what is being said. At least if you're gonna talk about it, at least make sure you know what the fuck you're talking about. I mean, grant your fucking video of somebody else's and not get in the fucking whole picture or the whole fucking uh, um you're not listening to the whole fucking thing. Like grant you're listening to it as you're doing commentary on it, but you're not really fucking listening to it. Because a lot of the shit that you were commentarying on, like, was wrong. Completely fucking wrong. I'll tell you what, Summer's case has fucking is the word dramatized? Is that what I'm looking for? Dramatized a lot of fucking people. A lot of fucking people. It has made people fucking react in ways they didn't think they would ever react. And it makes in the person that you're talking about, you don't even know them. And grant you, like, I guess commentary on comment doing commentary on somebody's video that you don't know and you don't know the story or the reason behind the live that you were commentating on. Um, don't you think you should know it? Don't you think you should you should have watched it and paid attention to what you were listening to, other than trying to pick it apart and fit it to whatever narrative you wanted it to fit. Like I said, this case has traumatized a lot of fucking people. Like, a lot of fucking people. And I don't know, I guess I think a lot different than other people do. I have my own opinions. I have my own thought process. There's many people that'll tell you that I don't fucking think like everybody else does. Like, that I'm naive, I'm crazy, well, that may be. I may be naive. I may be gullible. I may be crazy. I have to be crazy to fucking do what I'm doing. Like, anybody that does true crime has to be fucking crazy. Because, you get involved in some shit that you don't want to get involved in. You hear shit that you don't want to hear. You probably see shit that you shouldn't be seeing. And then you got a bunch of people that, no matter what you do, nothing you do is ever going to be right. Nothing you ever do is going to be up to their fucking standards, but yet, then people, their standards, I wouldn't even give a fuck if I did reach it. Because, I don't know where some people's standards are. I don't know where some people's morals are at. Like, I know, God bless, man. If you're born in the same generation I was born in, you gotta have some type of morals, compassion, and empathy for people. But it seems like you do, but you have it for the wrong fucking people. But, that's all on you. Like, everybody has their own opinions, everybody has their own theories, everybody has their own outlooks on shit. it, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, I really think that, like, if you're going to do something and talk about something that you heard on a different live, then at least know the whole story of what you're talking about. Because, like I said, picking apart what you want to pick apart, listen to what you want to fucking listen to, you're not getting the whole picture. You're not understanding the whole concept behind what was being said or how the person was feeling that was saying it. First off, she's not a minor. She she is of age. So let's get that out there right there. When all the shit was going down, yes, she was a minor. But what 16, 17-year-old do you know that's actually going to listen to what they're told? Not very many, especially nowadays. Not very fucking many. Like, because, they're not scared of their parents nowadays like we were when we were grown. Like, when I was growing up, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but we were frightful of our parents. Even though there's more shit for them to take away and, just more shit to be assholes about, period, really. Like, we didn't have all the shit that they have nowadays, so ours was limited. I still say the fucking half the kids today, and some adults, because you got to think about them ones that are born in the late 90s and early 2000s, they still don't know shit. Still don't know shit. Damn, Kirsch, taking forever. Hello, Mama. Oh, Lord. Cursed. So, yeah, Mama, I'm pretty annoyed about the shit that happened today. And I'm pretty annoyed that the fucking people that were talking about it have no fucking clue what the fuck they were talking about, that they just assume they know everything and they know jack fucking shit. Um, I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck it was that I wanted that I didn't get, that I threw a temper tantrum about, because I ain't never fucking threw a temper tantrum on fucking YouTube. I might have had a mental breakdown, but sure the fuck not over that, and sure the fuck not over that person, nor that fucking crew. Like, I think it was the best thing that happened to me not being a part of that anymore. And if anything, it was, you got it backwards. I wasn't throwing the temper tantrum. I just wasn't doing what the fuck y'all wanted me to do, for one, and I wasn't going to. Um, for two, y'all, there goes back to fucking fitting shit to your narrative. So, what y'all know about me fits in your fucking back pocket, and I hope that shit is really tiny, because y'all don't know jack shit about me, nor the people you are fucking talking about today. And I think if you're going to talk about somebody, at least know who the fuck you're talking about and what you're talking about. I'm gonna have to show you that when I get off live, Mama. Well, I was just in another live right before I went live, and a person was up there talking about this again, and I was in the fucking comments trying to like retract what the fuck they were saying, because like of course they're gonna try to fit it to their narrative, and everything that includes anybody else is scripted, but when it comes to them it's not, right? Yeah, I wasn't on up until that point either. I into that live because I'm a mod over there, so of course I got to check it out. And it was in the beginning, it had nothing to do with it. At the end is when that shit was brought up, and once again, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And yes, I do. I absolutely do adore Dumpling. And yes, I absolutely do love that child. She has never done anything to me, and she is a sweet child. She's been upfront with me. She's not hidden anything. I mean, what's there not to love about her? She reminds me so much of my child, and I will stick up for that. That to me, she's always going to be a little girl, regardless of her age. But yes, I am going to stick up for her in any which way I can, if I know it to be true, or this in this case, it's about how she felt and what she was put through. So I don't understand where it's anybody else. I mean, grant you, it is put out there, but I don't see where it's anybody else's business to talk about her. I don't see where it's anybody else's business to decide that she was lying or telling the truth, or it's none of nobody's business. She got up here, she got on to tell her story of what happened, not to be criticized. She was trying to tell you guys what happened in the background, and you guys are all making it out to be something that it fucking isn't. Like I said, again, if you're gonna do commentary on a fucking video, make sure you watch the whole thing first before you do the commentary, so you don't look like an idiot like you do right now. I see you. Which one do you want? Cursed or cursed with curiosity? Okay, I got you. Hey, love. Are you there? I can't hear you, and this time I am not muted. I promise you, I am not muted this time. Yeah, it's all the way up. And I'm gonna check, sure, but I just think it's talk about somebody and somebody else's kid, but yet, you know, said enough kids that where are they all? Do you see any of them or talk to them? Well, I know one you can't, but what about the other three? But yet, that's not my business, though. I really don't care. But you can't sit around and talk about somebody else's family when your family isn't fucking perfect. What happened? Where'd you go? Her symbol is backwards? What symbol? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not even really looking at the fucking laptop. I'm watching my ducks be happy and content over here. At least they're not having too much fun tonight. There she is. Welcome. Let's see if she comes on this time.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Hello, beautiful.
Hey.
How are you?
Oh, trying to get this together. I can't. I've still got my phone blocked on Restream, so I'm on my tablet. That's the issue.
Ah, gotcha.
What's your issue? What's happening?
Oh my god, just a bunch of bullshit, stupid ass drama. Like, um,
I heard what you said, but I don't know what you're talking about. I missed something. What happened?
remember a few weeks ago when Mama Bear did a live and her daughter came up and was telling her story, the backstory of what was going behind the scenes that
Yes.
nobody knew about?
Yes.
Okay, so somebody decided they wanted to fucking pick that apart today, which we knew that would happen. That's not even the issue. My issue is, at least if you're gonna pick it apart and talk shit about people, at least know exactly what the fuck you're talking about instead of just assuming you know what the fuck you're talking about. Does that make
I
sense?
agree. Yeah, that's been going on all week long, back and forth, back and forth. I
This is
know.
the first time I heard. Well, no, I think it was just yesterday. No, it was today. Today was the first day I've heard anything about it. Because I was in Andrew's chat. Because today was the first day I was in Andrew's chat in a minute. Because like I was in it last week and I blocked somebody and then I didn't go back in for a few days. So
The Jerks covered that. Did you know that?
Who?
The Jerks.
No, I didn't know. Somebody said AB did too.
Yeah, I heard that.
But
And the other party of the story was kind of on the Jerks, so it was shitty.
I wish that, like, if people are gonna do it, they would listen
Yeah.
to what is being said, because they're turning it around to be like Mama Bear knew all this shit was going down. Mama didn't know none of this shit until Dumpling told her. She didn't know half of that shit.
Now, are you saying Dumpling is her daughter's nickname, or are you talking about the creator?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Dumpling is her nickname.
Okay.
Yeah, I called her one day and it just stuck. Everybody decided to call her, started calling her Dumpling. And like I said earlier, we all know Andrew's a fucking asshole. We all know this. He knows this. So, I mean, really nothing that they're going to say against him is going to affect him. And
Right.
so, of course, being mods, it looks bad on us, but they don't realize it's not our fucking channel. We can advise that dumbass what to do, but it doesn't mean that dumbass is going to fucking listen to us. Hi, Andrew. I do see you. But, it's not like we can tell somebody what to do on their channel.
Well, I'll tell you from how I've been watching it, it looks a big fat mess because you are seeing you guys mod for each other, you're getting on each other's panel, and then you're disagreeing with each other, and then you're calling each other family, and it's really hard to make an opinion about it. Like, what is going on here?
No family, but
What's truth? What's not? Is it for show? There is a lot of questions.
it is. There is, and I can understand that. But instead of assuming shit, don't you think you should ask questions first?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
And no, that shit was not for show. That had nothing to do with Mama Bear. That was all Allison and fucking Chris. They're even thinking that Andrew had a part of it. Mama asked Andrew straight up that it all went down. Did you know any of this? He said no. Whether or not we know it's true, if he knows for real or not, we don't know. Has he said a lot of shit that we've caught him in lies? Yes, he knows this. So I mean, it's not like he knows that some of the shit that he says that we don't fucking believe a word he says.
Right.
I mean, and that's going to be with a lot of different people.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I'm on Andrew's ass fucking daily. Even if I'm
I
not
keep track of what's said. When it has something to do with Summer's case, I keep track of what's said. And I see a lot of black and white answers. Like, okay, that's not what you said the first time. So therefore, your word means nothing to me anymore.
We even all of us top mods, all of his top mods, all of us, we all have our opinion. You know what I mean?
And you guys have been looking after him, and you're on his side, and I just don't understand why he don't listen to you, Andrew.
Because he's an asshole. That's
They're
all
looking out for you, Andrew.
And I mean, and not for nothing, even, I've heard, God, I hate saying that I agree with this motherfucker. But, there's things that Benny has said to him that I have agreed with. And even try to be respectful to that dumbass and telling people in Andrew's chat, everybody's welcome there. You know what I'm saying? That's not my chat. So I can't kick I can kick him out, but not for no reason. You know what I'm saying? So,
Well,
like,
maybe Andrew just doesn't look at this personal. It's just for entertainment value to him.
it could
Maybe
possibly,
that's why it's so easy for him to just go
it
with,
could,
you know,
it could possibly be that. It really could.
it's his time to shine right now. He's everywhere.
But he's still got to be careful though, because everybody is watching every little movement he makes, every little thing that comes out of his mouth. And where have you been, Pickles? Oh my God, girl. You about had me call the National Guard looking for your ass.
Tell me
But
that's not the cat's name, Pickles.
no, the girl in chat.
Oh,
That's her name. I don't have the cat around me right now. I'm around the ducks. I'm not broken. No, well, what the fuck you think you're not fucking fixed either, dumbass. Just saying. Mama Bear, do you want to come up and talk? Hey, OG baby.
well, I would assume that you guys handle this kind of stuff behind scenes. You guys aren't talking things out like, hey, what the fuck did you say? Did you mean this? All of you. Are
Well,
you
we try
guys not
to.
talking and
We
straightening
try
things
to.
out?
We try to. It's hard. He's a fucking hardhead. Like, no matter what we say, even if he takes it into consideration, as soon as he goes live, it goes out the fucking window. Like it's not even there no more with him in his fucking brain. It's like he has the shortest attention span that I've ever seen. He's got like the fucking brain of a fucking duck. Sorry, ducks. Y'all might be a little bit smarter.
He's grown, and when it gets too far and he gets a strike or something happens, maybe that'll be a lesson. I don't know. I mean, you
Well,
can't let it bother you to the point you're going to pull your hair out over Andrew. He's going to
I'm
face
hoping.
consequences, and
Oh
that's all.
yeah, I'm not. I don't stress over him like that. I'm more. I'm more. This isn't even about fucking Andrew, dumbass. This is actually about the fucking that live Mama Bear did, because I'm so tired of people picking apart that fucking live and not seeing it for what it was about.
It's a tough one for me to comment on because Mama Bear, don't you get me.
You know exactly what I'm about. And I'm gonna tell you, I can talk to you because I've talked to you several times in chat. You know that.
Yeah.
And Dumpling's here. Dumpling heard the shit that BK was saying that come out of his mouth. And they blocked her and me in that chat because they didn't want us to sit there and talk and tell him how wrong he is.
You know what? I was. He
Yeah.
was just in the other chat that I modded in, Mama Bear. That's what made me do this. He was just in that chat trying to fucking talk about it again, and of course, I was being not nice, but um, so he tried to tell it all over again, but he's like, he said that y'all both try to come up on it.
Oh, they
You
can try to
guys
come up on the panel.
or
Ain't
she
no way
wanted the lady to go up on the
I'm
panel or
know that.
whatever, and he's like, I'm not having a minor on my panel, and I'm like, well, that's okay because she's not a fucking minor.
Right. She ain't a minor. That's why she said something.
Like they were like, who's not a minor? And I'm like, Dumpling, the one that wanted to put him in his fucking place over it. Like, why didn't he want to hear what she had to say? It was all you were talking about her. Why not listen to her?
Yeah. But I mean, I'm such a bad parent. That's why I've got a certified welder as a son, a certified mechanic as a son. Then I got a daughter that's a CEO. And then we got
It
little,
doesn't really, mama. It
you know,
doesn't matter what these insignificant
Yeah, they
people
don't
think.
want to hear. They don't want to hear all that.
It
yeah.
don't matter what you do. The one bad thing that they think you've done, that's it. No matter what you do from now on out, it's gonna be bad. You're a horrible parent because your daughter decided
Because I don't
to
make money
believe
off my child and
the
it's
word
exploited.
Chris.
I don't make
She
money.
had to learn the hard way. Like we all learned the hard way on this fucking YouTube. Like all of us have learned the hard way one way or another.
Which angles quit?
Yeah.
But
And I mean, for him to say that you're a bad parent, you know, does not for nothing. He's not the world's greatest dad.
they
He's
know
by
I'm
far.
the greatest parent. If they are, I'd like to meet them. Because I want to know.
Yeah, no, right. Everybody's a good parent in their own fucking way, but great parents, no.
Yeah, that boy can't speak on me, baby. I don't wear no ankle bracelet.
Yeah, we're Pickles. I don't know if
Damn
you know. We're not Pickles. We're not talking about Andrew, sweetheart. So
Mm-mm.
if that's who you're thinking right now, that's not who we're talking about.
Well, I missed his. What was he pretty much? Was he tearing it apart? Was he saying it wasn't right that she spoke? What was his point?
Man, I don't
He
even
was
know how it actually started. I was scrolling and I happened to see him and I just scrolled over it and all of a sudden I heard Dumpling on there and I'm like, what the shit? And I clicked on it. And then he was talking mad cash money. And then he twisted it and started lying on her and lying on me and shit. I don't do that. No, you don't sit there and lie on me. No.
because he was saying it. Like I said, he said, "Mama knew about it all because Dumpling in the video had said she's like, because she's like, whoa, wait a minute, you did what or something like that." And she's like,
Hell to
"Mama,
the
you
no.
got the screenshots, you know it all." So he thought right from that part that it was all scripted, that everybody involved in about it, all of us adults. And I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't know nothing about this until she got on live and told us about this.
Right, because I was planning on
That's when
covering
I
some
found out. Yeah, that's when
Well,
I
that's
found out.
what
When she wanted to tell everybody. There's a lot of things, even though we're close, that I don't know. I prefer not to know. I can't be thrown in the middle of shit. But on the other hand, you know, like you're talking about somebody else's parenting techniques when
Well,
where's
I ain't
yours?
never lost my children. I ain't never had CPS in my life. So you need to go play with some other. You need to go play with somebody else. See, I'm trying to be nice on your panel, dude.
You're fine. I'm not
He
monetized.
needs to go play with somebody else because I really ain't the one he wants to do this with.
I think most people know that by now. You'd think.
What you would think.
You would think.
I mean, he done disrupted so many other people's lives and so many other cases and bullshit. You better get to stepping somewhere. I don't give a shit. You in Texas. I don't care.
You know, a lot of people, when they hear these controversy stories, they want to know the truth and they're going to go looking for that video. And I heard today that it's privated now.
That
So
video's been private. That's why I want to know how he got it.
he probably screen recorded it. Somebody did, apparently.
Mama, remember AB had it.
Yeah, AB done it.
Remember AB.
Because AB started out with that bullshit.
I mean, I've got some of it.
Yeah.
So it's not that hard because it got my attention.
Weren't you in the live though that day?
I think so.
Kirst?
Let me think about it.
I think you were in the live that day.
No, I wasn't listening to it live. It was either after the fact or I was behind a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I remember you asking me something about it. I can't remember what you had asked.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, but it wasn't anything.
Everybody says that it ain't been turned into TBI. There's a video underneath it. There's a video that was put up way before. I mean, that was just funny to me.
What are you talking about?
BK and him tried to say it wasn't sent to TBI. There's been a video.
I mean,
No.
for her to, it took courage for her to come out with what she came out with.
Right.
You know, because considering the case. And she knows that anybody that gets involved with this case, something fucking happens to them. Whether it's their channel, whether it's personal, like it's like a bad omen.
Yeah.
I hate to say that, but it is.
Yeah. And somebody's going to tear your story apart every time.
Yep.
Yep.
Every time. Whether, and it's all to fit their fucking narrative. And like I said, I just wish they would back and watch it and listen to it for what it was and not what they want it to be. Because they will clearly understand that it wasn't Mama. You know what I'm saying? She had nothing to do with it. If people would listen, Dumplin said several times, Chris and Allie tried to set her up. But then BK's in the background saying that Hunter was scared of something.
And that I had something to do with it and all kinds of shit. I'm the one
Like,
who fit about it. That's what Drew. Well, that and the fact that she sat there and said there was nothing that anybody's going to be able to do to find Summer, to help Summer find Summer. That's what done it. Then her selling her kid. No, don't play with me.
Mm.
I don't deal with that bullshit.
Yeah, like, how are you going to try to steal somebody else's kid when you fucking sold yours?
You know, that's why TBI and Hawkins County aren't saying nothing. That's my opinion. I don't think they want to mess with the media because of YouTube. We have
Because they've done
tore
so
her
much
story to shit.
So much misinformation.
Yep.
And I seen it today.
Yeah. And it's probably best that they don't.
Yeah, and it's people that's supporting it that's letting it happen. And now I understand with the rest of them cases that a lot of these people done covered. What happened? Now I understand. Like, so for real.
I don't know. I just think that, like, I don't know. The video, everybody's taking the video out of context. She was just trying to explain her side and what the fuck happened to her and how she was manipulated into it all.
I didn't even know
That's
she was going
basically what it came down to. Is that she was getting used for some bullshit that she shouldn't have even been brought into. And then, oh yeah, so Mama, you don't do none of your content on your own. You know, just because she does the editing, she does everything else too.
No, she downloaded CapCut, actually. That's how she done it.
She does your research for you. Didn't you know that?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't spent countless hours.
Yeah.
I haven't spent countless hours on the phone with you while you do your research.
Man, y'all can be talking
But
to
yet
me about
you
something that's
don't
really
do it.
important, and I done not even thought about that. And hey, hold on, let me show you this, and I'm somewhere else.
How old was she at the time? 16?
Yes, 16 and a half.
And she's, I could tell by listening to her, she's mature for her age too. So
Yeah.
I heard it. I don't know who said it, that she had no business, listening to anything to do with this case.
She's the one who brought me up to this case.
Yeah. That's
She's
plenty
the one
old
who
man.
introduced it to me because her friends in her social media group seen it come across their screen. I don't know where the hell they at.
She's not a baby.
Asked me, Mama, can you look? So they need to shut the hell up. They really do.
I agree.
I mean, you can't. That goes back to don't be throwing fucking rocks at glass houses. That's how, like, you cannot throw fucking rocks at glass houses because the only one that's gonna get hurt is you by stepping in the fucking glass that you fucking broke. You know, like, it's just ridiculous how people do shit on this fucking platform.
Yeah, and the people that the people that follow certain creators, it's wild to watch. They don't want to hear nothing but certain people, and it don't matter what they say, they'll go with it.
Oh, I seen that today. Oh my God. So many people that, man, I'm gonna tell you, if I see them, I'm gonna block them in my chat. I ain't got time for it. I don't have time for misinformation or fake ass people. I don't. They ain't on here for nothing but clicks, views, and money. They
Yeah.
ain't trying to find no babies. None of them babies they trying to find.
And that was another thing that was brought up because Dumpling had said that, talking to Candace about that we were out here trying to find her daughter, and then he was like, "Well, what are you doing to find her? What the fuck are you doing? You're not doing nothing either. Like you caused a bunch of fucking mayhem to the case."
Well, with
So
that,
I mean,
Stephen put on that
granted,
bill and
we may
getting messed
not be
up.
out there physically. We're not out there physically searching, but we are keeping our name out there, are we not?
Oh yeah, I physically search around
I
here.
mean, that's
No,
all I can do because there's nothing else to talk about. Because I'm sorry, I don't have a fetish for Don and Candace, and I don't give a fuck what they do from day to day.
no,
Right. It's better to not say nothing than to spread false information or bullshit.
exactly.
Exactly.
But these people, it runs like wildfire. They love spreading that false information to get that money. They
Mm-hmm.
love it. I don't see how they sleep at night. I really don't. Knowing that all these babies that they made money off of, and the ones that, you know, didn't make it, unfortunately, this money that they done made, I hope it makes them feel bad. I really do. Hope it eats at their soul.
How can it not?
Oh, it ain't. It's not going to because they have to have one to eat at, and by the way they're fucking projecting shit, they ain't got no soul. They don't have the empathy. They don't have the morals. It's like they're all just a bunch of douchebags. Sorry, not sorry.
They don't want to go out there and get them a damn job, is what it is. They want everybody else to pay for them. And it's just,
He also said that about you tonight. That's what he said in his live today. I heard that when I went back. He said that Dumpling should be getting you some job applications because he realized that you were about the same age as his mama.
no, I'm not that old.
Well, I'm not saying that old,
disrespect
but
to her.
about.
No disrespect to her, but no, I'm not that old.
I don't mean your age exactly, but I'm just saying you're that. You know what I'm saying? You're older than I am. You're older than Curse. You are
I don't
mama.
know. I'm almost 50.
No, I'm younger than Curse.
I swear, Curse sounds like she's younger than I am.
As a matter
No,
of fact, I have a birthday next month.
it's my nice voice. My nice voice will receive you.
That must be Mama's phone because that's not mine.
Oh yeah, that's I'm getting bitched out in the background.
But I wanted to fucking go. I wanted to do commentary over that live, but he already threatened you and Andrew, so I don't know if I really want to do that.
Who threatened me?
Well, can't you? What about the whole? What is it? Shit dog. Oh,
Who threatened me?
the 1976 disclaimer. Where does that come into play? Where you can?
Fair use.
Yeah.
I mean, I can because he said my name in it a couple different times. It was funny because the first he was like being nice about me, and then the next time he's talked about me, I talked to another creator, and they were like, "Well, I heard that too, but I think he mixed you up with somebody else at that point." But still, it's not the point. You said my name, and then you said some bullshit afterwards.
Right. But if y'all want to know the truth of reality is, go look up the true meaning of sociopath. His fucking name will be right beside it.
Oh, I've seen it. I looked it up the other day. I did.
You said sociopath?
Yep.
Ducks, you're being loud now. Go down on the ground. I don't want you up here. Go. I'm gonna touch you. Sorry. The ducks are being loud.
So I made chocolate gravy tonight. And biscuit.
You what?
Gravy.
Yes.
What do you put that on?
Did you say
Biscuit.
chocolate?
Yeah, chocolate gravy.
Guys,
It's
the fuck is chocolate gravy? Guys,
OMG. So yummy.
Does it harden up when it cools?
No, not really. Uh-uh. It doesn't form like, the chocolate bars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's just like it's
yeah,
actually gravy.
I heard it. That's what I was gonna ask you. He kept saying Sarah. Who the fuck was he talking about?
Sarah.
Yeah,
I don't know. What kind of crack is he
because
smoking?
I think he was thinking, because you know how like when Dumpling came on, she said, "Hi, I'm," and gave her real name. I think he thought she said Sarah, not her real name.
Down with 2 names.
So understand is not to fucking put names out there. You see this, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't watch the whole thing. Like I said, I scrolled and he was already into it real good, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, you told me to get off the phone and go back and watch it.
Yeah,
So
that's when I
went
first entered it. I don't know how long it was going before then.
I didn't watch the whole thing, like I was skipping through, but
Yeah. Oh no, when I
I'm
told you to
subbed
go
from
back,
him.
yeah, I don't know how long it's played.
I unsubbed from him a few weeks ago, and then I kept getting recommended from him, and then it just kind of faded off. So I don't see when his stuff comes out anymore. I'm gonna have to go watch it though. See what he had to say.
Well, I reported it. Next, I'll do what I
what
said.
was it? Bunch of bullshit.
I'll tell you one thing, I do live up to my name.
The live was called Allie Sets Up Hunter to Get Confession for Summer Wells.
Well, that'll grab the
And
people. Yeah.
the thumbnail is of Andrew. I don't know what the fuck that is. A rope with a knot in it. A teddy bear. It looks like its throat is cut. And then the fucking word. And then it says a dumpling stuck in the middle.
Y'all didn't think it was funny that TM was in Andrew's chat today?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
did you hear me mention her today?
Oh, TM. That's why I was yelling at everybody, telling everybody to be fucking respectful. That he allows everybody to be in the chat. If you don't like somebody, fucking just block them motherfuckers. Because I was getting ready to fucking just, you're out of here, you're out of here, you're out, because I just didn't want to deal with it today. First day back into that fucking chat, no, hell no. Both of them were in there. I knew it was bound to be fucking some issues.
There was 3 of them in there, ma'am.
Who was the other one?
Starts with M.
M.
I ain't giving.
Oh yeah.
I'm not giving them
no
views. You got N
so,
as in Nancy. Okay. You got T. Then you got.
I know who that is.
Boy.
I know who that is. And then WD was in there too.
Yeah, I seen that.
But I don't know who the N one is.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. It's kind of like Rick and Morty, but with an N. We're gonna play charades because I'm telling you, I'm not giving them a view.
Rick and Morty,
but with an N in front of Rick. But a female name. Oh my God. I'm gonna text it to you. God.
Message it to me.
I give up.
I'm seriously dumbfounded right now.
Yeah, then you forward that to me because I am too.
Yeah, no, Pickles, I think he got Sarah mixed up with Dumpling's real name. Because he only said it a few times and then he kept going with, he just started calling her Dumpling.
Pickles is laughing at you.
She always does.
It's funny. That was really funny.
Oh, I didn't see that one in there.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Thank you, Louisiana Pride.
She
You
must.
know.
That must have been like away from the laptop at that point.
I don't know where the hell you were.
Yeah, I see. I don't pay attention to that one. Like that. I don't give two rats asses what that fucking one does at all. Like she is like
They're all
almost non-existent
yeah.
in my eyes. Yeah, I didn't see her. So we had 4 of them in there today. Because somebody was like saying that Andrew needed to go after AB for the shit, all the shit, and like
There you go.
they need a black. Yeah, I got it, Mama.
Oh, okay. I figured out there was a back chat there.
Is there?
That's why I said I wish I could see her in there. But
Oh, I didn't see that one. Okay.
they were just what? Oh, you said you see it now.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, I didn't see that person in there. Like I walked away on that part because while I was up on panel, I realized I was up there for as long as I was because I kept walking away from my laptop. Because early in the morning I gotta walk the dog and shit like that. So
is that ducks?
But what? Yeah, I told you I have ducks. These are my sister-in-law and my brother-in-law have ducks. They got 4 ducks and about 30 chickens, and these ducks think they're chickens. Come here, let me hold you. Come here.
Are you guys interested on some upcoming stuff that's supposed to be happening tomorrow?
Yeah, hold on. Let me go in the house so I can hear.
Leave your ducks outside.
Oh. Yeah, that's why I'm gonna. I was smoking a cigarette, so let me bring my laptop in the house so I can hear. What the fuck is that?
No, what
the hell is that? Oh. Oh, I forgot my fucking TV was on. You guys are gonna hear an echo because I forgot to turn my TV down, and I have a live up on my TV too. I love coming over here. There's so many cool little gadgets to fuck with. I've never did a live and have it on the TV. God, I sound like shit on line. All right, where's my remote? Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You talking to me?
Yep.
I seen you know what's going on with DW and the Utah case and all that fun stuff. Did you guys see a post about that tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Nope.
No, I haven't seen it lately. No.
She made a community post. She invited Chris M to join her tomorrow night. I guess she's calling him out on. I want to get it right what I'm saying. That the Utah case is BS. Apparently, that he's lying about it.
Wow.
Well, I did hear something about that earlier. In Andrew's chat, Benny said something about that. He said, "Well, it was supposed to be today at 4:00, or yeah, because he did his live, and then at 4:00, TM was supposed to be calling out Josh and CM. So it's tomorrow instead."
If I read it right, yeah.
Because I said, "Well, that's one I don't want to fucking miss. I really want to, because it makes you wonder if it wasn't, considering, you look at, like, I don't care how much I bring it up, but Garrett is from Utah, right? He got in trouble within the same week that it was brought out, but yet Don, it's a year and a half later, and Don still hasn't gotten in trouble for it.
Well, it
Yeah,
seems
scheduled
like
for
now they don't get in trouble.
So I mean, it makes you wonder how much of it is really true.
But he admitted to it, so how can it not be?
I mean, regardless if he admitted to it or not, it
But look at
makes
everything
you
else
wonder
that they
if
haven't been
they,
charged for nothing.
if he went
Nothing.
to, it just makes you wonder if they really went to the law. Is what I'm saying. Not if it's true that he done it, but if they went to and press charges, because everybody really thinks that this detective that Josh had the audio of was fake.
Yeah, but
Even
nobody.
though it's a real detective, but they think that was a made up interview.
Right. I could see that point. I don't think Josh would do that. I don't think he's that stupid because you can get in some trouble for that.
Yeah.
I mean, I would hope he's not that stupid, but it is Josh.
Yeah.
I mean,
It
Sorry, I
does
don't have
make you wonder,
nothing
though.
nice to say about that man or CM. I don't like either one of them.
Right. I mean, what's the purpose in a detective opening up 3 cases and making the phone call and doing the interview if you're not going to press charges? Then what are we
right.
doing here?
That's why they said that, because from my understanding, the detective that supposedly did the interview is friends with CM, and it was kind of like a tit for tat. I scratch your back, you scratch mine, because he said he didn't have any cases open on Don in that audio, if I'm not mistaken.
He didn't have any cases open on him?
Yeah, and then he didn't know nothing about Summer's case.
Well, he had 3 cases. That's why he was talking to him.
He had 3 statements.
No, he said cases.
I thought he said statements.
And he's got way
I don't
more
know.
than 3 statements. There's at least 7 victims.
Whoever the well, he didn't say all of them. He said that Rhonda girl backed up one statement. One of the other, that's the cousin. The
Mhm.
friend backed it up. Then Jeannie and Mary. That's the only ones that I've heard.
Mhm.
So where's the other 3? And who are they?
Maybe they don't want to pursue it or they don't want to be a part of it. I don't know.
Who didn't even want to be a part of it? Mary kind of like forced her into it.
I got my own opinions about Mary's statements.
Me too.
I've
I'm
only
not
heard.
one sided.
There's too much with this fucking case. That's
Yeah.
like
It is. There's too many twists and too many plots and too much bullshit.
when fucking GBI said this case was out the norm, they were not fucking lying.
Mm-mm.
Not fucking lying for the least. I've never seen a fucking case this screwed up. And not for nothing, it's everybody that wants to call GBI every 5 minutes on something, or Hawkins County on every 5 minutes on something, or the probation officer, CPS.
Damn, call them when you
Some
find
of this shit that they're calling on is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
I agree.
Like the video that Robin done, that Don put out the other day. Yes, it was Robin's video, but Don put it out. That is not a new fucking video. That video was made last year.
Yeah,
see
she put one out today too. Watch
Huh?
it. She put one out today.
Who? Robin?
Yeah, and it's wild. It's like Are you on their side? Are you on my side? You'll just have to watch it.
Well, from what I
What it is.
understand, she doesn't really believe a lot of stuff that Candace is saying.
Oh, I know that. I think
So
Robin's a mole. I think she's been a mole.
she might be. Well, we always thought she was one of the uppers, so
I mean,
I don't know. Everybody has their own opinions on Robin. I actually met her.
oh, did you?
Yeah, she is a really sweet lady. She really is.
Not fake sweet.
She might be, but when I met her, you got to remember it was at the vigil. I mean, not the vigil, Summer's Day. So like, I met her with a bunch of other people.
Hmm.
She really did seem like a genuinely sweet person. Really, kind of maybe naive a little bit.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Seemed like that type of person. But I think that might just be the show, and she might be a little bit smarter than people are giving her credit for.
I think she wants to see the good in them, but I don't think she's stupid.
Right.
Well, that goes back to keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Hmm. Well, she slipped up and said some crazy stuff in a prayer. I've got these clips of church things I've been putting out, and I didn't put the one of her out yet, where she's praying at the church, and she says something about, we all might have rolled our eyes at Summer and this and that. It was very judgy. I'm like, wow, I can't believe you just said that out loud.
Wow.
Huh?
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to go look at your videos
I
again.
didn't put it out of her yet.
No.
The only one I
Well,
put out is of Dawn praying, and that's a preacher praying.
I want to see it.
And I put the
Pickles,
one
what are
out
you
of,
talking about? Stand
I put,
behind Mary. That's just personal. Are you're saying you stand behind Mary? And that's fine. You can. I mean, but I just don't think a lot of stuff she says is factual. And that's just my opinion.
well, didn't
Like
she change
I'm
the
not
story once?
I think she done it a couple of times.
Well, I mean,
You know,
hell,
it's
look at
one of
the
those, it
time
depends on
Dawn
who.
Candace had.
I'll tell you, I still think fucking Candace deserves an Oscar for that fucking. That I
She
believe that shit
deserves a
up
few
until she said
Oscars.
when she said that they took him to Boston. I was like, wait a minute, that's bullshit. Why would they take him? DC's like right there. Fuck, TBI is right there in her state. I still
When did
think
you
it
start
because she
covering
did
this case,
a
Bit?
hell of a job on that.
How far into
Huh?
it? When did you start covering this case? How far into it?
June 16th. I've been
21.
following it since they came out. The day it came out.
Okay. See, I
I didn't
didn't get
start
into
doing
it about.
I didn't start doing my lives and stuff like that until I think February, end of January, beginning of February.
It was about December, about 6 months later. So I missed all the scamathon stuff and the very, very beginning. I wasn't in it. I mean, I know about it now, but I wasn't in
I
it.
didn't miss it. I just didn't pay attention to it. But then again, you guys know me. I don't really pay attention to shit that I don't find that important. I thought they were doing the billboards. That's all I knew. I didn't donate no money. I didn't get involved with any of those people at that time. So, no, at that time for the scamathon, I think that's when I was actually talking to Daisy. That's when Daisy was still in her before she had her 1K before she got monetized.
Yeah.
So she was still pretty cool then. Once she got monetized and realized that it starts bringing in money and the more drama she creates, the more she got, is when everything she went the opposite way. So that's when I stopped talking. Because like if I go over there, she would announce me as, "This is Dippy. She is a Welsh supporter." Like, dude, why did you have to announce it like that? Like, I'm not necessarily supporter of theirs. I am a supporter of innocent until proven guilty. So when the law says they are guilty for something, then I will agree. But until they get charged, they haven't been charged with not one thing. Nothing to do with Summer and nothing to do with them boys. So, I mean, I'm not judge. I am not the judge.
So have you
And I know,
never watched a case, any case in your whole life, and looked at a guilty party and just knew it? You've
Mm-hmm.
you've
oh yeah,
always been this way your whole life?
oh yeah. No. I mean, I like with Lori Ballo and Letitia Stout.
Yeah.
They were easy ones. You know, you knew right off the bat that they done something.
So did you back
But for
them
some
up the
reason
same
why
way
I
with
don't look,
innocent till
I
proven
don't look
guilty?
for some reason why I just don't see it in them. Like they have guilty knowledge of something. I just don't think they're guilty of anything of harming anybody.
Hmm.
And
That's
as
what
far as what he said to Josh the other night, you know, I feel like this, and I will say
And
this
that
till I'm
man
blue in the
told him
face.
dude he'd stab him in the throat with a knife, bro. What the hell? You don't think
I,
you do something?
you know, but you got to look at it this way. You can only poke a cow so much before
I don't
that
give a
cow comes
shit. I'm
after
not
you,
finna
right?
get on somebody's phone and say, "Hey, record me, bro. I'm finna kill you." That's
Yeah.
dumb as shit. I mean,
But just like, and Josh knows
that's
that he's not
acting.
going to.
That's premeditation.
But
That's like
see,
the
that's
shit.
why
That's
Josh
like the
told.
shit the dude did today.
But that's why
When
Josh blatantly told everybody in chat that night, do not call the law. Do not call TBI. He's like, I already have. I will handle it because he knows
right,
that what's his name is not going to go to fucking California looking for him.
right. But I mean, in the
Everything
same
he
aspect,
said,
Dip.
what he said was empty promises.
But see,
It's
but
just
in the
something he
same
fucking wants
aspect,
to do. I can't say I wouldn't say the same shit if he did the shit to me that he did to Don.
but in the same aspect, Dippy, that's just like that video of Duma Flocci over there today, Dingleberry. Okay, him sitting there saying the whole intention of him going to Ben Hill was to slaughter that man, and it's on video. That's
Yep.
premeditation.
Oh, where he
Uh-uh.
said that
What's that?
his only
He
when
self-admitted
he
it.
said his only regret was that he did it.
Huh?
Are you talking about Benny or are you talking about Andrew?
No, I'm talking about Benny. I ain't talking about Andrew's over ass right now.
Yeah, Benny said that his only regret was that he didn't
Right.
kill
So
him when
what's
he
the
had a
difference
chance.
in him and the self-admitted dude?
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
I just thought I'd ask. Because I mean, they
Nothing.
two peas in a pod, they just the same.
Like
Context.
you
Find
poke
the
a bear.
context.
You can only poke a bear so much before that bear attacks you. You can only provoke it so much.
Them two will never be a bear.
I mean, I can't say I necessarily would say what he did and how he did it, but I think I'd probably feel the same way if somebody was coming after me constantly. You know, like motherfucker, I'm gonna kill you. I get my
So he
hands
had
on
no
you.
reason to even say that about DW. DW
Huh?
didn't do none of that, man.
DW didn't do nothing to Josh.
No. To the
Josh
other
didn't do
one.
nothing to DW.
No. To BK. DW didn't
BK.
do anything to BK for BK to
Oh
want to
yeah,
sit there
I
and
know
premeditate
that.
him.
I don't know why. Well,
So
I
I
don't
mean,
know. That's that flip flop bullshit. That's that flip flop bullshit. You know,
I
one
mean,
minute
what's good for the
he was
goose
the
is good
best
for the
friend, the
damn
next
gander.
minute he couldn't stand him. Then when he got out of jail, he was friends with or nice to him again. Like, come on now, figure out what the fuck you want. What
Premeditation.
you gonna do?
It was shit how you look at it. He confessed to premeditation.
Yep.
His whole intention of going up there on that hill.
I think a lot of these people forget that they are on the internet where everyone can see. You're right, because once it's out here, it's out here. I mean, it can't be fucking erased.
No, he can't.
But I agree with you. OG. Triple OG, OGDD. But
Yeah.
yeah, like, it's just, oh my God. Why? Why? It's, I swear, it's like the guys are the biggest ones that are less adult. I guess I can understand that.
So, Miss Kurtz, which scam was you talking about in the beginning? Which one are you talking about?
What are you talking
The
about?
billboard.
What was I saying?
You were asking about the scamathon or whatever, or how
No,
long
The
you might
billboard.
have
I
been
didn't
here.
ask about the
Somebody said
scamathon.
something about a scamathon or something.
No, she said she wasn't here for the scamathon.
Oh, okay.
She was talking
It's
about the
like
billboards
way in the beginning.
Yeah,
with Chase and all them. Yeah,
which I don't.
like,
That's just for
you don't hear from
content too.
Chase. You don't hear
They
from.
keep talking about that. It has nothing to do with Summer's disappearance. Nothing.
Nothing.
It happened. Okay, fine.
A lot of shit they're talking about has nothing to do with her going missing.
Absolutely not.
Like, what does it have to do with fucking price of tea in China, dumbasses? It's like everybody really, 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 really lost sight of the whole fucking reason why we're all here.
But I
Yeah.
can connect the Utah cases with it. It is a possibility. So therefore,
Really?
I think, yeah, I think it's right that it was brought up. I mean, it's not cool that, he's got to have his business out there like that, but it is what it is, man. I mean, he has talked about 50,000 here and 20,000 there, and he's brought up, just different aspects of it, and it just makes you wonder.
There's a lot of shit in this case that makes you fucking wonder.
Yeah. It'll make you scratch your head about 3,000 times.
I'm surprised I got hair on top of my head the way I fucking say her.
You
Like,
know, I am willing to believe that she was kidnapped. And that's coming from me. That's crazy because I would almost bet my house that she was not. If Candace would admit that she wasn't paying attention or she fell asleep, then I would believe her. But she won't change her
yep,
story.
I can
So therefore, I can't believe it. Not possible.
Okay, let me. All right, I'm gonna roll with your theory for a second. Okay.
Hmm.
God, I'm gonna try. That baby ain't gonna go with no random stranger. There's
Bullshit.
no way.
Bullshit. Because she didn't look at people as strangers. She thought of everybody as her friend. She thought everybody was her friend. It didn't matter if she knew him or not.
You saying if in the predicament that Candace wasn't paying attention and by chance someone got up that hill?
Are we
I don't think
even
anybody
sure
went up
for
the
a
hill.
fact? Are we even sure for a fact 100% she made it from the watering hole to her house? There's
I'm
no
not. No.
evidence, no pictures, no video, nothing like they were
Well,
doing the whole day for that afternoon.
my thing is if we believe what JSB said, yes, she was there. Because remember, she heard the
Maybe
animalistic
she
scream.
changes shapes and colors. What the hell you mean?
But she
Here
didn't
we
see
go.
her. Well, that I was asking in Andrew's second live today because I thought it was live, and here he was playing H's video from yesterday. I said, "Ask H about the jacket. When did she put her in that jacket?" Because people are saying that video isn't from that day, and then Candace comes out with this hidden jacket all this time, and there's no effing stain on it anymore, which confuses. You know,
But
maybe.
Well, it could have
but
came out in the wash.
but time out on Andrew's live. H also said that he don't remember what she changed, where she changed or whatever.
I don't know.
That was the last one.
Well, I listened to his answers over and over again today. And I don't think he's going to budge on them. I think he's going to stick with what he said in the beginning, whether he remembers different or not. I don't think he's going to say anything different.
I don't know. I don't understand where she went from the swimming hole to the house to.
Well,
Well, that goes back to why we feel like Andrew knows something and is not saying anything.
what do you believe in the
No,
Flash?
okay.
Do you believe Jody Sue's Flash?
No, I don't believe anything Jody Sue says.
Because if I take that into consideration, then I think if she's seen that at 5:30, that for one, why didn't the law give to the public, hey, there was a vehicle in the Wells driveway at 5:30? Should they have not said that?
But
You know,
it
big
only
kidnapping
takes
here.
30
Go ahead.
But it only takes 30 something minutes from H's house to their house, right?
I think
No,
so.
not even that long.
25, maybe. Yeah.
Like
And they
20
dropped
minutes
him
at
off at
maybe
what time? 2 something.
2:30 supposedly.
2:30.
So if she went missing, that would have been about what, 3:10, 3:15, maybe, give or take, because they don't know the time. Why did they wait till 6 something to call police?
Well, there's a lot of what ifs, you know. Well, what I was saying with the Flash is if the Flash is true that she did see one, then I'm thinking maybe that could have been DW coming home and picking her up from the back of the house. And that's why that scent's there, because she sent those boys
Well,
down the hill for an hour and a half.
if you listen to Laura and Frank, you know, Frank said 6:30 when they got back, the law was swarming, right? But then his girlfriend said when they got back at 5:30, the law was swarming all around there.
I didn't hear her say
And
5:30.
yeah, she said 5:30 on Ziggy.
What
Yeah,
time
she
is
did.
factual on TBI's website?
I think they said 6. They were called at 6:23, I think.
So why the hell did it take them so fucking long? What'd they do with her?
And they got there at 7, right?
What'd they do with her?
I don't know. It depends on where they were.
I
Because
think they took her far, far away.
forever to get out that way, the law. It does take them forever to get out that way because they're not just fucking riding around fucking Beach Creek.
Yeah, but they were on it.
No.
If you listen to the 911 dispatch, as soon as the dispatch went out, they were on their way.
I mean, even if
Yeah,
it
on
did
their
take
way.
so long, did it? From the time they dropped H off, give or take 30 minutes, 28, 30 minutes, 38 minutes, give or take. Give or take. Okay. But what did they do for another almost 3 hours before they called LE?
Well, you got to remember, they said when they got home, they put the groceries away.
2 gallons of milk, and they sorted it through grandma's.
Kids were outside. Well, they said they had other groceries too, but all we saw was the milk.
HIB remembers.
We don't know. We don't know what was on the floorboard in front of the milk, or we don't know if anything was in the back of the truck. We can't see back there from the pictures.
Well, I think that's a filler
So-
story. I don't think any of that's true. I don't
know. But then they said they also were replanting flowers in the flower pots.
Well, how come when Rose
So-
came up gone too? There's an article that they had a flower garden then too when she came up gone. Boy, 2 people in Rose's case too, in the news article.
say that again.
Flower garden there too.
Oh, okay.
What would that
Flower
have to do
garden.
with her?
It's on Killer Looks' channel.
Yeah.
But what would a flower garden?
I don't know, but
What would the
it's a thing about the flower garden.
that's no significant to Rose going missing? Because Rose was supposed to be going to
I
a
know,
bar
but
to meet her.
it's a thing. Okay, you got 2 females missing. At the same time, there's 2 flower gardens. You got 3 common denominators.
Well, we do know the flower garden at Candace's house is not like a garden. It's a few flower pots, different sizes, and none of them are big enough for a kid to be in.
Yeah, I know. Same thing. I know. I understand that.
I'm saying that because I know a lot of people are like, well, what about the flower pot? She could be inside one of the flower pots.
I understand all that. No, it's the same though. I'm just saying it's the same. But anyway, go ahead.
I've heard twice now that they didn't get home till 4:35. I heard it from Grandis when she was talking to that criminal gossiper. Is that her name? She told her 4:35.
And Don supposedly said he got home at 3.
Candace, I believe she was drunk though, but she did say it. Doug was interviewing her when she was over on Daisy's panel, and she said 4:35. I'm like, okay.
They might have got home at 4:35. Maybe they went somewhere else after
well, that's just more time. What were they doing? You know?
I was sure that the only store that I know of right there near Beach Creek is the Dollar General. That's the only gas station. Is nothing like that. It's just the Dollar General.
I have a hard time believing that Summer fell asleep with H in the vehicle. She doesn't seem the type because she's so, excited and, that's just her personality all over the place.
Right.
I don't see that.
I don't remember her saying that she fell asleep with Hunter in the car. I thought she was like on the one when they were on the way to drop him off, starting to fall asleep. But I don't know.
Candace's story is 5 minutes away from home. Is when they took the picture, and she said she had just fallen asleep.
Yep, she had just fallen asleep, and then H said
Hunter wasn't in the car then. If that's the case, Hunter wasn't in the car then.
Right.
Well, tell that to the people that's trying to tell their story.
So that kind of pushes me in the direction of her not feeling so hot that day, not being well. But Hunter wouldn't have known. Sorry, H wouldn't have known the difference. Just thought she was sleeping.
But what if we listen to what that text, supposedly that text message from Grandma said? Me, Hun, Sum, and Candace planted flowers.
No, it starts out with Hun,
or
Sum,
me,
and
Hun, Sum, and me, or some shit like that.
And I seen her.
You know what I mean.
I seen her write that a few times. I don't think it means H. That's my opinion.
See, I didn't think so either. I figured that was just like a shortness of like honey or something.
Yeah.
But like if you listen to a lot of the other creators, they are insinuating it meant Hunter because of her abbreviating Summer's name.
Okay, so what do y'all think about when Granda said something to the fact that Summer was gone before the summer?
What? Say that again?
Summer was already gone before that summer or something like that.
Yeah, I remember what you're talking about. Didn't he say she was DEAD? Can we say that word? Didn't they literally say she was gone?
Gone.
Yeah. I don't know. Aren't they
like
liars?
Gone, like gone summer or gone?
Gone. Like
gone.
Who said that?
Gone.
Who did?
Grandis.
Oh
no, not Grandis didn't say that. It was either Sherry or
one of the older women.
Okay, so
they look almost like
that. Right there. Is it Sandra? Is that her name? Or is that the daughter?
Okay, so you got Allie, then her mother Sherry, and then you got Sandra, who is Grandbun.
Okay, yeah, it was Grandbun, I believe that said it.
Okay, so Grandbun and Sherry, neither one of them, I would believe farther than I can throw. I don't know why, but I don't even trust Allie. Like I don't trust none. I feel like they would, because I remember Andrew having Allie on the phone in a live one day, and he was asking her questions, like about the interviews, and she's like, it's all about the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well,
everything
she's
they
been caught a
did
few times
was
lying.
because of the money that they were getting. And we know fucking Molly Golightly paid her.
Yeah.
We've seen that with our own fucking eyes. And if you didn't, you
And then
better go
Hunter
back to
believes that H believes that they paid him whenever that CM interview was. That's what he said in the live the other day.
You said what?
I
I
thought
don't
he said he wasn't sure. He didn't know.
First he said, yeah, he did, and then he said he wasn't sure.
Well, that, you know why? They're not going to tell him. The money's not going to him. It went
Right.
to the two that were sitting right next to Chris. And may she rest in peace, Leslie. Which I really don't think Leslie had any part to be in it to begin with. Like, she had no reason to even put her 2 cents in it. But
I don't know. I don't know.
because Leslie said right off stage, she's like, I don't even know her like that. I only met her a couple of times. And the last time I seen her, I told Allison I didn't like her. Because that was the time she supposedly picked up the pool and threw it out, dumped it out. Like, bitch, who are you? And why do you think you can come to my house and do what the fuck you want to do?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like I said, may she rest in peace. I'm not going to talk, I'm not going to do that. But I just don't think she had any place at all in this fucking case. At all. Just because she was there for Hunter does not mean she needs to put her 2 cents into something when she doesn't even really know these people.
Yeah, she was
She met him.
coaching Allison on her interview. I didn't get it. Allison's a big
She
girl.
was supposedly sitting in the interview to be Hunter's.
Not that one, the one with Unmasked. That interview.
Oh, I don't know what. You notice in that fucking whole video, Allie barely got to say anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
that's because
Wow.
Leslie was sitting out front in the vehicle.
There was no reason for fucking Leslie to be answering fucking questions that she didn't know.
It came off to me when I heard it for the first time. They were protecting H. It looked bad.
I don't know.
You know,
I just,
how you don't know
too many
someone,
people
but you just
inserted
get this.
themselves. Ouch.
What?
I said that it's just the case got all screwed up because too many people fucking inserted themselves.
Oh, for sure. What I was saying was, you know how you don't know someone, but you just get those feelings.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think Candace would hurt her on purpose.
Not intentionally, I don't think so.
But I
Yeah, I
do
don't.
think she's the type that will not go to jail under no circumstances. And once it's finished, it's done, it's done. I got to do what I got to do. And I think that's what was done.
I think she just was. Yeah, I don't know. I can't say that. I don't know. I don't think she's done anything. I think that. I think she knows but doesn't know.
Honestly,
You
I
know what I
think
mean?
it was a freak accident. She got Don. Don came and covered everything up, and that's how it's been.
I'm shaking my head, yeah, with you.
I wanna know why.
And that's
Because
why he
like you
says
hear,
Grandma's
I
listening.
haven't heard it in a while, but like I maybe the last couple months, I did see. I popped into somebody's chat. I've never been on the channel before. I've never seen this channel before, and I saw them talking about. So I went in there just to sit in the bushes and see what the fuck they're talking about. And
That's
on the
what I do.
channel, I know that's where I got it from. But these people on this channel started to insinuate something about the boys. Like they were like, well, if the parents didn't do anything, then it had to be the brothers. And I'm like, why? Why did it have to
Honestly,
be?
I think it was a freak accident between the house, from the swimming hole to the house, and I think that's my honest opinion. I don't think the boys had anything to do with that. I think they kind of seen or know, the transpire after the fact.
I don't know. I don't think that either.
I
Because
don't know.
I
I
think
wasn't
if
there.
they would have said something to the law by now, and shit would have been already escalated. You know what I mean? I don't think they've seen anything. I don't think they know anything. I don't think they've heard anything. Because why would the oldest boy be like, I didn't do it? I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't, or it wasn't my fault, or some shit like that. But
I don't believe that all three of them sat at that table and then once they got home, stayed at that
No,
table.
none
I
of their
don't.
business. You seen how
I
rowdy
think,
they was in the videos? They love playing.
Yeah,
and I mean, I don't see no wrong if the boys did decide to stay at home that day. I don't see nothing wrong with that. The oldest one was old enough to watch the younger two. Like, how much do you really have to watch if they're sitting in front of the fucking TV?
In
Either
the
they're
age
playing a
range
game,
of
watching,
it.
watching YouTube. Like,
well,
either way,
they're doing what they're told to do. If you're not listening, and an accident happens, the oldest
that
wasn't mature enough to handle something.
see, think about it. He called his dad to tell his dad that there was a creeper around the house, supposedly, and that's why Don called Candace and was saying something to Candace about it because the boys were at home
I've
and he
never
wanted
heard
to know
that
how.
that the boy called the dad.
That's why Don called Candace to tell her.
Verify that. Where'd you get that from? I've never heard that.
Oh, where did I find that at? Didn't I hear that somewhere?
Because I
I heard
think
it
even
somewhere.
Don said, I don't remember that.
I thought that's what Don said. Why Don called was because the boys called and said there was somebody lurking around the house.
I don't think so.
Supposedly somebody
But it
called
wasn't.
Candace's phone and said that.
That was Don. Don called Candace's phone and told her that.
But that's
But
not
how would Don know that if he wasn't home unless one of the boys called him and told him?
but that's not who H had said.
Yeah, but how do we know fucking he really heard the conversation? Was he
But think about
all
it.
up in her face?
This comes from a phone call that Candace was on the phone with Dawn when they were in the truck, and H asked her, "What was that all about?" What'd he say?
Hmm.
And so that response came from Candace, what they were talking about. So they could have been talking about anything, and that's just what she told
He
H.
just said that.
This is what was said.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. I see your
Just
point on
some
that.
off the top of her head stuff.
Hmm. That is true. It could have happened.
Yeah, because Candace even denied it. She said, "No, that never happened. That wasn't said."
Okay, so what
Maybe.
about H contradicting his own self on his daddy's live today when he asked, or was it yesterday? I can't remember.
Yesterday.
I done got so mad since then, but
Who done it yesterday?
holy
Because I
shit.
missed it.
About
Yeah,
Candace
what do you
coming to the
contradict?
door.
The what?
About Candace coming to the door.
Candace coming to the door
Coming to his and Allison's door.
after TBI.
He was asked if he was threatened, right?
He did ask. Yeah, he's like, I don't take threats very lightly.
Right. But what he's saying, CM's about her coming to the door, I thought he said something totally different.
He said it in different words, but I think
He said that
same
Oh,
after
concept.
he
TBI
said,
talked to him, they went up there like
He
the
said,
next
"You
day
don't
or two.
scare me." That's what he said to CM. He says, "You don't scare me." talking to. He said that's what he was talking to her about when she was asking him.
Oh,
H
okay.
told Candace, "You don't scare me,"
Okay.
which is kind of the same as what he's saying.
Right.
That's
Because I thought he said something about Candace wanted to know
I think she
what
said
he said.
don't go lying to them. So I think that's what she said to him though, because she wanted to
Oh,
know what he said so that he wasn't lying to them. Because he is a teenager. They don't always tell the fucking truth. Gonna get in trouble for it.
right.
And I don't want to say he's lying, but I don't want to say he's telling the truth either, because
he
we
just
don't
said
know.
she wanted to know what he told him, and he
'Cause,
just said about the alcohol and the vapes, right?
yeah, look at the way he was answering the questions to CM.
Well, I sure wish these people, when they're asked if they're sleeping with someone, they would be say something different than white meat, dark meat, I'm married. I mean, come up
Oh
with
yeah,
a better answer
he was
than
like,
like,
don't,
no,
you
that
know,
is my mother's figure.
I don't sleep
No.
with girls.
Yeah, that kills me.
We're labeled again. And yeah, because BK had something snarled to say about that too. He's like, "Well, damn, Mama Bear, you should have not used your daughter. You should have got one of True's friends." Like, you quit saying Mama. It wasn't Mama. It was Chris. Why can you not say her name?
And then he wanted to try to sit there and try to accuse me of trafficking kids and exploit. The
He
fuck you
did
mean?
not. He did.
I didn't hear
Yes.
that.
He
Probably
should have
it's
got
probably
it.
one of the parts I skipped over.
I ain't made
I'm not convinced that
nothing
the last
off
picture.
my
I
check.
thought water and milk picture. TikTok was the last.
I
I
ain't,
think they were taken. I think TBI said they were taken on the same day, but the last picture, I think they said the last picture was her at the watering hole. I'm not sure.
That's what I've heard. I guess Leslie said that. It must be on Twitter because I've never heard her say that
that's what TBI said.
on like a
I'm
news
gonna have to go back to
conference.
the TBI in interviews again.
Yeah, I'd like to see it. I've not seen that yet. I'm just going on what I've heard people say.
I got that file. Hold on.
And I think the only reason why they said that though is because people were asking about what she was wearing, and they were like the last thing was the gray shorts with the pink shirt. Well, if you guys look a little bit closely underneath that fucking track outfit, she had a pink shirt on.
Right.
So all she did was take the jacket off. And when Summer woke up, she probably took the jacket off. Because you think, when she got out of the pool, out of the water, I don't care who you are, anybody that goes swimming, no matter what kind of water it is, you get sleepy afterwards.
You know,
For
I heard
one,
you say that the other day, and I'm going to have to disagree with you. I don't,
I always get tired after swimming.
you might, but I've never got, I mean, maybe a full day of swimming, yeah, out in the hot sun, but that's not what happened that day. She wasn't out in the
When she
hot
was
sun
swimming, but
kicking and
it was
swimming for
hot.
a long time.
I mean, for a kid though, it's different than
Right.
it was her
But you'd
jumping
think she'd
around.
have, I just don't see it that way.
And then you got to think, car rides make kids sleepy too.
I mean, she was awake long enough to make it to get a slushy, supposedly. So she didn't fall asleep after swimming. She had a slushy.
Well, I don't mean directly after, because she was sleeping in that video, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, some point she fell asleep after the swimming hole.
I mean, maybe she possibly fell
So
asleep watching TikTok, you know.
I'm not saying directly after she gets out of the water, but I know I get sleepy. My daughter used to get sleepy. Like, my daughter would fucking fall asleep on the float in the pool.
That's why I'd like to know if H can remember, if he can just sit and think about it. When did they change her? Was it at Warriors? You know, was she in that tracksuit while they were in the store all that time? It just,
See, Suzette, and that's one thing that drives me crazy too, because we don't, just because they didn't say they ate doesn't mean we don't know if she ate all day. Just because they didn't mention it doesn't mean she didn't.
no, they
I
did
mean,
mention it, Zip. She has said two
well, she
things
did
now.
say she had a hot dog.
Well, that's bullshit. She
She
told
had a hot dog.
CM no. CM specifically asked her, and she said no. And then on Daisy's, she came up with the hot dog. Whatever.
So, do we think that Robin was supervising that between CM and Candace that day since she was there? And supposedly Robin called off the search that was supposed to be done down there that day because of the interview.
What do you mean called
I
off a
heard this.
search? She can't call
It
off
was,
a search.
it was supposedly a public search down at Warriors Path, not like scheduled by people, just people, random people. And she told them no, not that day, because Candace was having an interview down there. Supposedly,
I
I
don't
don't know.
know. I didn't hear that one either.
Allegedly, she said that, but she was down there that day. We seen her
Yeah.
in that black and white striped dress, because that's
Yeah.
the same dress she had her interview with Chris Edmond at the church.
Yep.
I think it was the church.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Hey, Dippy.
Yes, ma'am.
You know that file that I did a live on the other day? Well, about a month ago?
You're really asking me.
Tell me why that entire file is gone.
That's
now.
like the third file you have lost.
Tell me why in this thing I have now found a recent photo that was updated today from TM in there.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Which TM, him or her?
Hell if I know. TM Mafia.
Damn it. Fuck.
See?
Hold on. Where'd it go? This laptop is driving me crazy. It froze up on me again. What the hell?
Did it freeze?
There it goes. I got it. No, what did you do with it?
Okay.
Did you take it away?
No. Hang on. Yes, I took it away. Hang on.
No.
Go back to it.
I was like, damn, did I just... You gotta go back to it. It's not up here.
I know. Oh shit, Batman, what I do with it?
There was something else I was gonna ask you first.
I'm both.
Yeah.
Oh, my oxygen.
There was something about Nana. Fuck.
Okay,
Mama Bear was telling me a bunch of people or a bunch of things that Nana was going over, and I was going to ask you about them because even though I was close to her, I just don't remember some of the things that she was. Because you know, I don't pay attention to shit.
You see that?
That's what Nana used to yell at me for. Hold on. What the hell? Uh-oh. What did I do?
Where did you go? There you are.
Okay. I'm trying to make it bigger so I can see what the hell it is.
Oh, hold on.
And I had to put us underneath.
It's as big as it'll go.
I got it. I can see it now.
Oh, shit. Don't let me move it over now. 'Cause it's so big.
Okay, I can
See?
see it now. Yeah.
That whole other
TM
file is
Mafia.
gone.
Ain't that her?
Yep.
Yeah. This case just drives me nuts. That's why I said I want to move on so fucking bad.
So why they keep putting it here?
What's that?
This is the map they put in there today again.
Did you guys see that Ryan guy's new video?
Uh-huh.
He did it. He was um he said he doesn't ever listen to psychics and stuff like that, but he said he was listening to Donna Serafina, and since she helped solve some cases, and I was like, she gave information on one case that led to somewhere.
Right.
But he was like, he said the reason why he was even attempted to even listen to her is because a lot of the description that she sees, he knew like the general area of that, and it was by a park. And so when he went searching in that park, he found a mound of freshly, you know, moved dirt that you could tell was moved in the last year or so.
Yeah.
And so he started digging it and digging down. I mean, he was really down deep in it. And he's like, before he goes any further, he's like, I need to call TBI and let them know and have them come out here and look so that way, I don't mess with anything and contaminate anything. But he said it ended up being nothing because TBI never got back to him about it. So he's like, and when he called TBI, I guess they said it was okay for him to continue a search in that area or whatever. So he's still, I guess he's gonna go on the other. It's just these psychics are getting so crazy.
Yeah.
What do you believe? Like seriously, what do you believe when they talk? When they are they really talking to her spirit, or are they? Because you can talk to somebody's spirit without them being passed on. It's their spirit guide actually. But do you believe in that? Do you believe that they can give you information on how, where to find her because they can't exactly tell you exactly where she's at? So like, believe.
I think some of these people really need to up their medication.
What do you think, Kirst? Kirst,
Miss
make
Kirst,
me
where'd
call
you
you out. Don't make me call you out, woman. Where are you at? Kirst, did she say hold on?
Not that I know of.
She probably did. She probably did. I don't know. And then it's like some of the, like that one psychic, she kind of just drives me up a wall with her just putting her phone down on record and recording the voices that are in her house. And you don't hear anything. And the way people, I guess she gets people to believe that something's being said, because just before she replays what she heard. She'll tell you what she heard. And then she'll, as it gets closer to where she said she hears it, she'll tell you again, this is where I heard this, this, and that. So, of course, people are like, yeah, I heard that. I heard that. Especially if they're really
Heard it.
faithful followers to her. Like,
Oh God. That's why I just
it's
like,
crazy.
it's like with this case, I listened to the people that were there. You know what I mean? I listen to what they say and how they word things.
That's like, oh, and it's just like she had that, the people, that search team that we already know who it is,
Right.
Fred Hill. First off, it's good that you have your little search team. It's always good if you can't be close. No problem with that. But at least school them on how to search properly. You do not go searching anywhere without any type of protection. That means glove,
I was gonna
eyewear,
say you gotta wear gloves to start with.
and eyewear, because you never know what the fuck you're going to come across in the backwoods like that. And exactly what they came across, a bunch of shit to make meth with. Like, they touched this shit with their bare hands. And then at one point, somebody said something about maybe Summer was inside the toilet. Now, or the where the under the ground part. Now, if whoever has ever changed a fucking toilet a day in their fucking life would know a child could not fit down that pipe.
Lord, these people.
Unless it's an extra, extra, extra large fucking Culver pipe. Because that toilet pipe is not big enough for nothing to go down. Barely your hand fits down it. And I know you know what I'm talking about, Mama.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you at, Chris? Are you back?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what are your outlooks and theories on these psychics?
BS. I think that certain people have the gift. I think a lot of people have the gift. But as far as I've seen on YouTube, I'm not convinced. I've not heard anything that I couldn't tell you. You know what I mean? Uh, yeah.
Like, there's one that I like listening to, but like I've said it over and over again. Her voice. She has a very soothing voice. Now, do I really believe what she says or what supposedly the spirit boxes are saying? I don't know.
Who's that?
The electronic medium.
I write that down. Well, especially when
She's really, really
they
good.
say
She's been around.
something and then they say it again, but they say something else. So then am I supposed to forget what you said the first time around? That doesn't
See,
make sense.
one thing I like about electronic medium,
Hmm.
you'll hear things like if you watch her videos, some of the things that are said in each video, like it'll repeat in the next, like on one or two down the line. Like I remember listening to it, and this when she would do it on Summer, there was this one about an ice cream truck, a lady, and a man, and a couple videos after, you heard the ice cream truck came up again.
Okay.
It's like like with the spirit boxes, you look for the repetitive words. You look for them. You look for them repeating things.
Is it a kid voice or is it like a spiritual
She does
voice?
do it. She does his voice. And if like if you listen to the videos that we have heard with Summer's voice in it,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying this just because of who she is, but you kind of can hear Summer's voice in the spirit box.
Well,
Like
I've heard
it
spirit boxes
sounds
can
like
be
it.
fixed. too.
Huh?
I've heard that spirit boxes can be fixed, like pre-recorded,
Oh, I don't know. I don't
which
know.
I say something.
What?
They gonna keep messing with the deceased. They gonna get that bad juju on their asses that Ajax ain't gonna take off.
yeah.
I'm
She
just saying.
she's done spirit box sessions on Tupac. She's done it on. She's been around for a while. Like she's done on Cash Gurnan. She's done it on Gabby and Brian. Um, she's done Summer and Rose. Um, yeah,
I
just
believe in intuition.
look at her channel because it's like I don't want to say I believe her more than I believe any of the other ones, but I guess
Well,
because I've been
go on,
watching her for so long, it just seems to like a little bit more real to me than the other ones that are out there.
Mhm.
And there's another one that um
That just means she's just
I
that much better
I can't
at fooling you.
pronounce his name, but he's a weird name guy, and he does it too.
You ever watch House
Make
Paranormal?
Mackie or Makey or some shit like that. He's pretty good too, but I haven't watched him in a while. But he did a few down on Ben Hill about with Summer. Like he literally went to Ben Hill and did the Spirit Box session.
Did they do it in a car? Was he in a car with a bunch of other people at nighttime?
One other person.
Is that the one you're talking
It was
about?
just
Okay.
it was just him and one other person, his driver. But yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, I don't know because because like you'll hear a lot of people talk when they went to Ben Hill. It was they felt nothing but evil and just I had like really bad feelings and I didn't
Mhm.
feel like nothing. Like when I was down there, I felt like I was on just a back road. Another street.
We're going to Tennessee. We are headed down that way, and I'm gonna take a look. See,
When are you going?
not sure. Plans aren't made yet. We just decided to do it. I've been, asking and asking,
To
and
go to Tennessee?
the
Just to
hubby.
go to Tennessee or go somewhere else?
Well, we're going on vacation to see whatever we
Oh,
see, but of course, I'm going to go to Ben Hill, and I'm going to go to the pond
Are you
just
going to
because
the tunnel?
yeah.
I have
The
to.
only thing about the horse pond, like I didn't even get no weird feelings when I was in the water. The only thing that I got the weird feeling over was that they made a shrine out of. Like looking at it, just I was like, you guys are like really doing like more of a remembrance or what is it called?
Memorial.
Memorial. Like you're not trying to like wish her back or you're not trying to like make it like um
You don't think it's odd that Robin does a lot of that, like especially with the Jesus picture in summer? That's kind of telling me,
That's some
I mean
ritual
that ain't
shit.
no different than what PG does. I mean PG takes Summer's fucking head and puts it on all different kinds of bodies.
I don't know. She pushes a lot of narratives.
I mean, and then Smiley says that she has a plaque of her and Summer sitting on a moon or something. And she said it's her and Summer, but Summer has red hair on that plaque.
Oh, I've not seen that.
Me neither.
That was like probably one of the only lives I actually sat there and listened to.
I like
Yeah,
Smiley.
I can't.
Love me
Huh?
some Smiley. I said I love me some Smiley.
You
Yeah.
love you some Smiley, huh?
Yeah, she's funny.
Huh.
I used to.
That's like
Used to like
I
her.
saying
don't
I
know.
love
You
knowledge.
know, to each of their
That's
own.
like saying I love
Yeah,
knowledge.
people have changed, and I
Yes,
don't. I
they
don't
have.
like the change.
Yes,
Like,
they
why can't you be yourself? Why do you have to change to feel like you need to fit in with anybody else? Or that's how you fit in on this platform. Why can't you just be yourself?
I'm sorry, I'm just beat all the time.
I mean, no matter what. Y'all both know that. I am the same person off as I am on. Like, there's nothing different about me.
Me either. I'm the same way on here as I am at home off of here.
Curse is the same on and off.
On and off. What do you mean by that, fucker? I have
Oh,
not
Like,
changed.
you're the same person off here as you are on here.
right.
Jesus, she's called me a fucker and everything now.
Hmm.
I love that you guys love me.
You're goofy.
No matter what my crazy ass thoughts are.
I think people just get caught up. That's really all it is. They just get caught up.
Yeah.
I've tried my hardest not to.
Yeah.
But when it comes to people that, I'm close with, I'm gonna stick up for them. I'm out there and put myself on the limb for them, regardless.
No.
And I probably really did that tonight. Really bad.
Well, from that whole situation that happened with me not too long ago, I had some people come over from a few creators and leave some comments, and they were worthless. It was like they just came over to comment to be mean, and that's it.
Because they have
It
no
was
fucking morals, honey.
well, it was just I just had to look at it like too bad for you, I guess. I don't know. You don't even know what you're talking about. You're
Yeah, that's
just
like me. I'm like, I was
comment to
fixing to
comment.
it.
You two are too much alike because you guys will both sit there on the fucking sidelines just watching and watching and watching. And then if you have a question, like Chris don't do it a lot, but Mama Bear will text me and be asking me questions. I'm like, why the fuck? What? Why are you asking me? Like I'm part of that. She did that to me today. I started laughing. I was like, why would you
I didn't
ask
mean
me?
to. I was mad though.
I was
Golly, I
like,
was.
why would you ask me that, knowing that I don't have nothing to do with that asshole?
I was so fucking mad. I was fixing to
Like,
do a
like,
live on him, and I'm like, no, no, because I know me and my
did,
temper, and I know my mouth, and I will be done
did,
saying something that's gonna throw my ass in jail, and I ain't about to be
did
like that. So,
Andrew,
some bitch.
did Andrew stream him?
Yeah, because I got up. I was bitching at Andrew. I said, you better get your little friend. I said, I'm not playing with him. But a couple hours for me, I will call the police to his ass and put his ass in jail. Don't give a shit about him.
That's why. Well, he said if he caught either one of y'all streaming, he was taking your channels. How?
Fuck.
How? It ain't no different than what he does.
Right. He's only mad because I struck his channel. Don't give a shit about him.
Look, he don't even own his channel.
No, he ain't even
No,
supposed to be on YouTube.
he
So
don't own none of his channels. But I still want to know what the fuck I threw a temper tantrum over.
Who knows?
I fucking didn't throw a temper tantrum. Look,
nothing
they
else to talk
they
about.
they thought they unmodded me. That's the funniest shit. They thought they unmodded me, and I had my wrench for at least 2-3 months after was exiled. And I could have fucked up. I could have fucked them up so bad. But I didn't. I left it alone. I didn't even, I'm the one that told them I still had my wrench. I said it. If I would have never said it, they would have never even realized I still had it.
Whatever happened? I'm like, why'd you get exiled? What was said?
Because his fucking money in them, and you are doing what you're doing with her, but you're gonna regret it. I see it being fucked up. Da da da. Whatever. And he didn't listen. Now look.
Mhm.
Now look. But they went and pulled my background, and without asking me questions, they assumed they knew what the fuck they were talking about. So I was this horrible, horrible person.
Damn, just for sticking up for
And
Penny.
they like all turned on me like within a blink of a fucking eye. Like I was in the live modding that morning. By that evening,
He's on
every
the
one
news.
of them on me. talking shit, going on other people's lives, talking shit about me and how I'm this bad of a person. So of course, all the subs, everything, they like all fucking just turned on me. Which I really don't give a fuck. It's not, it didn't hold me back. I didn't stop my channel. I kept going. Yes, I lost a lot. I would have been fucking monetized by now, but hey, I busted my ass to get where I am today.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all that matters. Like,
Like I
I
told
picked
Andrew,
myself
you
up
don't
and
need
I
no
kept going.
you don't
What?
either. Like I
But I
told
want to
Andrew,
know. You told Andrew what?
y'all don't need no crooked ass people like that. Y'all building a good enough channel without them.
But see, at first, Benny didn't even know what the fuck was going on. He didn't know that Penny and none of them turned on me. I brought it to his attention. And then he was
Right.
like, well, I'm starting because and it all started because the mods called me over to Griff's channel because I didn't know who he was.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea who the fuck he was. So they called me over there because he was going off on Benny. And at this point in time, I'd have followed Benny to the fucking moon and back. Like, I really thought a lot of Benny. And when I told him what was going on, and they were like, "Oh well, you're emailing Griff behind Benny's back." No, first off, I never got his fucking email, so no, I did not email him. And then as soon as I said that, somebody threw his email in the chat, and I was like, "Okay, not like I'm gonna email him. I don't know him. Why do I care?" I said I was just playing along with his ass, but I wasn't being rude. I wasn't being disrespectful like the rest of them were being. I was being me. And I guess because I wasn't being rude or hateful, that they took it as I was friends with him.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't at that point in time, but I did start talking to them after they exiled me. I was like, well, fuck it, I'm going to see what all this is all about. Because he's like, well, I wish I could talk to you off of here so I could tell you the things I know about Benny. And I was like, it wouldn't matter. I wouldn't believe you anyway. And then when I was talking to Benny, and he was like, well, I'm starting to see what people are saying is true. And I'm like, what the fuck are people saying? Because don't nobody really fucking know me and back then nobody really knew nothing about me other than what I told them.
Right.
It's not like you girls spent more time with me and you guys actually got to know me,
Yeah.
So I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Like, he comes up with some of the off the wall shit about me that I love learning
Everybody.
new
It's like he
Like,
runs out of content
I,
on one and has to
Yeah.
jump.
I love learning new shit about myself that I never knew before.
Right.
You got a good outlook on it, though. That's one thing I like how you look at what's your little saying about your back pocket, what you say about me.
Like, I don't,
Mm,
because I really don't care, because this is not my life. YouTube is not my
Right.
life.
right.
Person.
I have enough shit going on in my personal life that I refuse to allow what happens on here to affect me anymore. Like, in the beginning, the first year and a half, I went through a lot of shit. Me and my husband got into it constantly. I mean, we still get into it constantly, but it's not as bad now that I'm not with Benny and them. He really hated me being over there. He hated me having anything to do with that group.
Because he's seen
Um,
right through their asses.
he's calmed down a lot now. I mean, he's not too thrilled with Andrew, but he kind of understands where I stand on that, you know? Like, he knows I'm not going to put up with the bullshit, and I don't. I leave. I'm not even there half the time anymore. If I know he's going to do something to do with Daisy, I will not be there at all. Because I just think that's fucked up, and he doesn't need to be fucking with Daisy.
There's
Especially
certain lines I won't go to.
especially when it has nothing to do with him. You know, if Daisy was sitting there running her mouth about her and his now, it'd be a different story. You know, but she hasn't said nothing in a while. Like, go after the ones that are talking shit. And then I remember Pickle saying one time, she's like, I don't understand why people talk shit and go off on him, but then they're right back up his ass. I was like, well, it's different with us mods. We're not talking shit to be hateful. We're talking shit and hoping that he will fucking take what we say and go with it instead of fucking backtracking. You know? But no, he doesn't. He doesn't ever listen.
And I call him out on his.
So I mean,
But it's
it's a
working
lot
for him, so
different.
why wouldn't he?
It's a lot different when you're a mod for somebody than just a sub, and subs don't realize that. We deal with a lot more bullshit on the outside than most of the mods. Like, there's what four or five of us
Mm-hmm.
that have to deal with the bullshit on the outside.
And most of the time, it ain't even got nothing to do with this case at all.
Mhm.
I
Nope.
would say 99.9% of the time, it has nothing to do with this case.
Yep.
I mean, it's just random ADHD
Bullshit.
bullshit.
And it just doesn't make any fucking sense.
And
Like, I know I don't.
I'm like Dippy. I won't go into certain lives that he does. I just
Nope.
ain't. I know.
Because okay, so what was it? Last week or sometime I went in there, and I don't ever fucking really say anything to anybody when they talk shit to me, especially like because I have different views than a lot of people.
Mhm.
Um, so I don't normally get hateful or be an ass. Like, I mean, I'll get my point across whether you fucking listen to me or not, but I try not to do it disrespectfully. And there's one person, I don't know who the fuck it was. I cannot tell you who the name is any right now, but
Okay.
this one person was talking pure shit to me, and I was like, I said, Andrew, I said I'm gonna have to go before uh, something gets said, and I don't want to say it. And then that person come back and said, well, bye. Yeah, that wasn't the right fucking time to be a smartass to me, because I went ahead and fucking
Dippy
I like
found
hit
her
him with
ass
a good
out.
fucking sure did.
Dip, why don't you
And I was
start
like, oh,
covering
and I didn't think about it. I didn't think about it. I was like, as soon as I left the chat, right after I did it, I literally left the chat after I blocked them.
what's that girl's name?
I was like,
Willa Santanella?
yeah.
Why don't you start covering her? Something's up with that.
Oh.
What'd you
Hi,
say,
Grandma.
Mama Bear? No? Uh-uh.
Oh no, I thought you was talking about that girl that was talking to Dippy in chat. I was gonna say no, that ain't like his name. But now I know what you're talking about. I was
I
lost.
think there's something. Well, that other girl that's missing, the
Holland?
what's her
Holly
name?
Lynn? Holland?
Halen, Snap or whatever her last name is.
Yeah.
Her and Layla were in the same circle of friends.
Now, is that true? I mean, I've heard people say they ran with the same group of people, like they knew someone that knew someone that knew someone.
Well, no, they're supposedly hung out with the same people. I don't know if they were friends, but I mean, I know I have friends that I didn't know were friends with my other friends. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know they knew
Well,
Well,
Miss Snap is on TikTok asking about her too. I
them.
seen
Who?
it yesterday.
Oh,
Her mama.
oh,
wasn't Nana covering Layla there for a minute, and she was showing where
yeah,
Layla's boyfriend was doing all the Cash App crazy stuff.
yep.
Like I've not seen anybody bring that up. Justin covered it the other night, and he didn't bring that up. Like there's some shady stuff going on.
I wish I could get Nana's fucking files, man. Because there's a couple of things that me and her were talking some, and now I lost them anyway.
Her
I mean,
mom, I'm sure, would love to, or stepmom, maybe you could talk to them, get her name out there, get her face out there for them.
they were at the Christmas tree thingy in
Yes, I've
Kingsport
seen
with
that.
Don and Candace.
Yeah.
I don't know. What the fuck was I saying before we started talking about Layla?
I don't know.
Damn it, cursed.
Sorry. You were talking about.
Fuck if I remember now. God dang it.
Last thing I remember, you was talking about somebody said something rude to you in chat,
Yeah.
how you handled it.
Oh yeah. So, something about Daisy. Oh, when Daisy was talking about taking the papers out on Andrew in that live, Innocent was in there, of course, because that's her mod, right? So
Mhm.
all of a sudden, I was
She's in
just
here.
like, "Is she still here?"
She
I know she
was.
was in here. She said something to the effect about, "That's why Dippy don't even go in there no more, or don't deal with any of it." I was just like, "Damn, thank you for sticking up for me."
Yeah,
Like,
that's
'cause
why I don't like her a lot.
I hate. I mean, I hate it that we're guilty by association. I hate that shit. Like, just
Mhm.
because I'm a mod over there does not mean I agree with everything he fucking does. That's just like when I was a mod for Benny. I didn't agree with everything the other mods were doing. I didn't fucking do the shit the other mods were doing. I did my own shit. Like, I was there to watch the chat. That's what I was mod for. Like, he at that point in time he had big chat, large chats. Like, you had to pay attention. But like, I can't stand when people assume shit and don't know what they're talking about. Like, just because you guys are mods doesn't mean you. I know definitely don't agree with a lot of fucking shit, but you guys will. Sure, I know that.
Right. We finna correct you if you're
I do
wrong.
have the best mods there. Everybody can say they have the best mods, but you have the best mods because you guys don't skip a beat. That's for damn sure. If you guys feel like you need to tell me something, you tell me. If you feel like I'm wrong, you're gonna tell me. Like,
I think I'm fair.
you all are. Like, everybody, all my mods are fair, and that's one thing I like about my mods because my mods are not one-sided. Like, I have some that believe that Candace and Don should be locked up right now, and then I got some that
Yeah.
believe they shouldn't be locked up right now. Like, I have mods that are on each side of the fence, and the best part about it is everybody can get along.
I volunteered to agree to disagree.
We almost have to. Yeah.
I mean, you have to in this fucking with this case.
Yeah,
Seriously,
I mean,
you have to agree to disagree because in reality, there is nothing to go on besides our theories and our speculations.
come on, face
I
it.
mean, we
We
can go
all
on what they say. We can go on with what they say, but who's to say what they're saying is fucking true?
right. And if we're gonna keep
So,
talking, what do we got to gain out of any of this? Not shit.
not a damn thing other than
No.
hopefully find her.
It's crazy.
I give it.
Anyone,
I
I
give it
would.
another year. If she's not found in another year, some way or another, I don't think it's gonna happen.
Well, come this June, in our reality, they can
Close it.
declare her.
I don't think they would. She's
She
too
has to be missing for
little.
2 years before they can do it.
I mean, with the possibility of her being trafficked, I'd hate for them to do that.
That's one. I see. I just can't. I can't even
They would have
think that. Like, I couldn't even put that on the scale
I'm sorry, they
for
would have
some
heard
reason.
something. They were outside doing a knee brace. They would have heard something, someone, something
Yeah.
if that
That's
was taken.
that's if she didn't walk off down by the road.
She would have made a noise. They would have heard her. She's fine.
Not if they well, listen to me on this one. What if they were like, can you help me find my dog? Or your mom said it was okay for me to take you to the park? Or
But they would have heard somebody down there. Because Graydon's heard that door slam.
I
Well,
don't
but
think
they've
it
got
I
there's a
think it should
camera
be on a horse.
on the corner of Ben Hill and Beach Creek at
That's why
Sureface.
I feel like it was a horse and not a car.
Oh, get out of here with the horse.
I really think Chad Arnold had something to do with it. He rides a horse around that fucking area all the time. He never
Well,
drove a
Candace
car.
admitted that she talked to him that day at 4:30.
He was
So
down at Fred's house.
yeah, so that means she left, which she denies that one. So I'm assuming that if she left for whatever reason, it had to do with whatever was happening, which means Summer was gone by 4:30. So if Candace didn't do it and he did, and she went down to Fred's and seen Chad, then where was Summer if Chad had something to do with it?
Right.
Think about what Fred's land looks like. He could have put her anywhere on that land.
Yeah,
And
but
then
don't you think
she
he would
left,
have been
when she
actively doing whatever he was doing with her and
well,
not just
I mean, he might
moseying
not
around
have
on the
done nothing with
property?
her at that point in time. He might have just took her at that point in time. Why would the dogs hit? Why would the dogs hit on Fred Hill's land driveway?
I'm gonna say we don't know that for sure. Just like the footprints. Ellie has not said that. This has come from people like Fred. Fred's the one that said it.
And then the
But then
one that
some random neighbor, Philip, said
said,
something about footprints. It's not been
and then you
validated.
got JSB saying the dog hit on her foot.
I mean, do you believe
Why would
Summer
she
was
be
running
washing her?
wild around Beach Creek?
Why would she be wiping her fucking washing her feet off in the creek?
I
She
don't think
I don't know. See,
she's not
it's just
honest about everything.
could have
so
been
much
she
bullshit
could have been
with this case.
medicated.
I think
So
so.
much bullshit. with
She's
this.
crazy. She's so fucking smart. She's too smart for her own good, maybe.
The other night, I swear to God, who was it? Somebody sent me something, or maybe I saw it myself. JSB was on PG's panel.
Last night.
Yeah, you
What
sent
was?
Was it last?
this morning.
Was it me that sent it to you?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I'm usually getting y'all sending it to me, so
Right.
this was the first time since this case started that I agreed with her and PG. I agreed with them both because, as PG said, all creators are not the same. We are
Right.
all different. All have our own little niche to our channels.
Yeah.
Okay. But I also agree with JSB saying the public is interfering and hindering the case some because they're putting their into it, not knowing what they're talking, or they may not know what the fuck they're talking about. They just could be talking about shit that has nothing to do with the case. Just because people are around there or they know them doesn't mean they have anything to do with it. You see what I'm saying? So, like, the public has really fucked up the case, but I do blame a lot of that on CM because he should have never done them interviews.
Why?
Especially with
What
Hunter.
did it do in the negative? How did it hurt it?
It brought a
in
lot
your
of
opinion?
negativity out in the case. Like, a lot of shit that was brought out, if CM would have never done them interviews, we wouldn't even fucking know about it.
we wouldn't know a lot of things, but I'm asking you what negative, what became negative of it from him doing those interviews? How did it affect her case in a negative way?
Because so many people were calling TBI in Hawkins County for what the shit that they were fucking hearing, and now neither one of them want to hear anything unless it's factual information. How do we know what is factual and what is not factual?
Well, what's the difference between him interviewing her and a newscaster interviewing her?
They the one wasn't it
As
them
you
that
say,
said
that
she
didn't
was
happen.
wrong?
That didn't happen. That didn't.
We got a tour of the house, and we got her side of the story.
But I was mainly talking about with Hunter. He should have never done that interview with Hunter. And I think that's why fucking Don. It took Don so long to actually do his interview with CM because of all the shit that was already started.
You did an interview
Um,
with him?
But that's all my opinion. Like, I'm not, I don't like Chris M. He is, obviously he's not a cop for a reason. It's not like he retired on his own. He was forced to retire because of his fuck up. So, like, I just don't think he should have fucking done it. I think I don't even think he really gives a fuck about the case. Honestly, I don't think any of them that are doing the stupid shit that they're doing gives a fuck about this case. Like, I think majority of them see that dollar sign and they go with it.
yeah. And unfortunately, the ones that don't care are the ones that made it big.
Right.
And I mean, I got to give it the props where props are deserved. They did make it big and they got her name out there worldwide. But at the same time, with everybody calling TBI in Hawkins County every other day or his probation officer or CPS, there's really nothing that can be done. Seriously, CPS cannot do nothing about what is said on the internet or what's put out on the internet.
I think they're holding out. I think they're just watching all the chaos and just kind of collecting names and
Oh yeah, they definitely are watching anybody that talks about Summer, especially if you put Summer in your title. They're the ones they're watching even more. Why you barely ever see me put Summer in my title.
I ain't got shit to hide. They can have everything in my shit.
Did I have?
Mama Bear. Have you ever talked to
Kind of
Candace? Have
SOL
you
for
ever
all the shit
interviewed
that I
her?
have because
Ma'am,
Have you ever interviewed Candace or talked to
no,
her?
no, ma'am. No, ma'am.
God no.
Neither her nor Dawn, nor
That
Kathy,
would she
nor Robin, nor Fred, nor
Mhm.
none of them. Just Andrew, Hunter, Allison, and of course Chris. Chris talked to him too.
Anybody talked to Discovering lately? I haven't seen her name around.
Yeah, I
Okay.
talked to her yesterday morning.
Okay.
Or not, actually, most of the day yesterday. 'Cause she was on my. Uh, I talked to her for about 3, 4 hours yesterday. Surprised your ears weren't ringing yesterday.
Why?
So we were talking about you
I want to know why.
because we love you.
You didn't call me and tell me that.
What, that we love you?
You can't
You
talk
never
about
know
a
what
person.
you want. Next
Talking
time,
how
next
much
time
you
I talk,
love a person, not call them and tell them.
next time I talk, Jared, you want us to call? You want us to call you so we can tell you how much we love you?
Yeah, I need that.
I will do that for you. No, yeah, we were talking about how we missed our conversations with you and Robin and like our little group. I was like, yeah, now that I found the fucking chat back, I said we can start chatting again. I was like, but I don't know. I said, I know Curse will join in, but I don't know if Miss Robin will.
I talked to Robin during PG's chats a lot at nighttime.
I know she's been doing a lot with her husband's band.
Yeah, there's some good
But I
times we've having. It's having a chatting all day long, all night long. That's good. Good. I miss that.
Because it's like I have like so different chats. Instead of having one group, one
Don't
or
that
two.
seem like so long ago?
Huh?
It seems a long time ago, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
It hasn't even been 3 months, but it just seems like a long time ago.
It does. It seems like it's been forever.
Yeah.
Well, ladies, I'm just going to get off of here.
I think I'll head off with you. Do your thing, and I'll listen to you. Talk me to sleep, Dip.
I do though. Curtis can send you that thing out since you don't want me to
Yeah, I
do the
will.
picture.
Yeah, I'll frame it myself.
All
You
right.
both have good
I
heads
almost
on your
lost.
shoulders. Don't get involved in the drama. Watch how it affects people. If you just let it go like you did today, it'll just end. Just let it go.
Yeah.
That's the best advice I got. If you feed into it, that's what they want.
It just drives me nuts. I try not to let things bother me too much. Oh
It
yeah, I
gives
know.
them
That's why
more to talk about.
That's why I titled it the way I titled and didn't put no names attached to it. And you were like, clicks and views. I'm like, no, not really. Don't care if nobody listens or
No, I
not.
wasn't talking about you going for it. I was
Oh.
talking about that's why they do it. Silly.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't do it for the clicks and the views. I'm doing it because I'm annoyed.
No. How many people you got in chat? I can't tell on my end.
It says 6 over here, but I don't know. I think it got up to like 10 or 11 at one point.
So what is this? We got the Restream's different from StreamYard. I've got 3 different options. Private chat. I guess this is chat, but then what's this other one I'm looking at? With the 2 people, I don't see nothing. What's that?
Huh?
Hmm.
What do you mean? You got a share screen, don't you?
On StreamYard? What are you talking about?
You said you had 3 different things, so I was trying to figure out what the other third thing was.
Oh, I don't see anything. 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 I don't see anything Mm-mm. You you see the big blue square, right? And then on the right is the private chat. Then the middle one, you can see the chat. And then there's one on the left that's got the two people. What is that?
I don't know what the two people is.
You don't even see it?
No. I got me and you. Then the other side is the chat. Then I have the private chat. Night, Mama. I love you.
All right.
But yeah, like this shit getting crazy. It's gotta end somewhere. And I know I always tell people if you ignore it, they ain't got shit else to talk about. But you can only ignore shit for so long. And I mean, I've went quite a while without anybody talking about me, and then people are like, I didn't even know who you were. Well, that's a good thing, a good thing and a bad thing. Like, it don't bother me that if you're in certain chats, it doesn't bother me if you don't know who I am,
Mm-hmm.
because obviously if you're in that chat, that means you're following them and you believe what they say. So that might be a good thing that you don't know who I am. But the other hand, I want people to be like, oh, well, you're false and you're lying. And no, I don't want to be known for that either.
Right.
So, I don't know.
They're going to do what they're going to do. You can't change it. All you can do is,
Exactly.
yeah,
Sit there and watch it go down.
yeah. Or talk him out of it.
And I'm getting to the point where I'm not even going to explain shit no more. Fuck it. I really want to move on. I want to go over some other cases. Like, there's all kinds of cases out here. Summers isn't the only one.
No, that's what I'm telling you. Layla's, it's fresh, it's new. She's out there somewhere. She needs to be found. It's the same group of people.
Yeah, but I don't even know if I really want to do the missing anymore. Like, I was in the AFC the other night. I told you I got modded over there, right?
Yeah.
Um,
What are they about?
that's exciting for me. He's got over 1,300 or 13 over 100 subs,
Damn.
whatever.
Yeah.
Like, that's the
13,000.
biggest channel I have modded for. And
What do they talk
like,
about? Is it true crime?
now, yeah, it's all about kids. It's the AFC podcast, but it stands for Advocate for the Children. And he does all kinds of child cases, whether it's unalive, whether it's missing, or just abuse. Here, let me show you.
Well, you just
And he
said that
said I
you didn't
could
want to
use
do it. Are
any
you
of
losing interest, or why don't you want to do it anymore? You just want
the
something
missing.
different? Yeah.
Yeah,
Or did I mishear you?
No, I do. I wanna get off the missing for a little bit, because in reality, I wasn't gonna be about the missing. I want exactly what this is right here, talking about any case, any type of true crime. And it didn't necessarily have to be about kids, just any type of true crime. I don't know if you can see it without.
I can, hold on.
Do you see it?
Yeah, don't move yet. Hold on.
Where did she go? She tells me not to move and she leaves. is the one I got modded in here. Where the hell did you go? Cursed. But yeah, I wanted to move on to different stuff. It's just too much when you're looking for them because we're never given enough information. And then with the information we are given, we don't know if it's true or not. If we advocate for children, why does it have to be just about missing children? What about the ones that have lost their lives for their parents being ridiculous and just like this one right here? What does it say? Killed baby, threw body in trash because the baby cost too much money. And then you got serial child abuse boys. Parents face more than 600 years combined in prison. You know, there's mother teacher arrested for beaten death of 2-year-old boy. Received a $15,000 bond from the judge. Like, there's so many stories. So many. Convicted pedophile camp outside Catholic school with signs saying free for new users. Come on. Teacher grabs, slams guarded student for throwing paper on ground. Like, there's so many other things there. Just to bring awareness to maybe prevent somebody or having to go that type of stuff. Like, just to awareness for any type of use. Anything like that. And not just necessarily that bond, what they had to go through, what they were. And, you know, and who did it and why they did it. And it's just crazy on some of these stories. Like, watch some of them. I guarantee you would not believe some of the crap people do. There's one on here that really annoys the hell out of me. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. This one right here. Like, it burns me up every time I see it. Charged with raping, killing his 10-month-old daughter. And you will know the things is in these articles of what he did to this baby. I didn't want to do that. That guy right there. His 10-month-old baby. He raped her. Sodomized her. 10 months. His own flesh and blood. And then unalived her. Like, they have his computer of the searches he did searches like about how can you tell if a baby's not breathing or something like that. It's a really gross story. It's really disgusting. I cannot believe a parent would do some shit like that. And there's so many more like this. Mom's boyfriend charged with murder and sexual torture of 8-month-old baby girl. Cop found baby raped and beaten to death by father on bed with no clothes on. So that's the same story as this one. Or maybe it's one that's similar to this one. Because this was a year ago and this one was 3 years ago. But I mean, just these stories are crazy, y'all. Girl with autism left in closet so long mummified. Then this is the missing toddler Winter Cole Smith when her body was found. And so you got Daybell and Letitia Stout. He's done one on Quentin Simon, and that's when me and him really started talking, is when during Quentin's case. But I've been watching him for like 5 years. Look, he did Athena Brownfield. There's the Athena Strand one. Quentin Simon. Three women face counts of extreme child abuse. Where'd it go? Mom of tortured teens, unsettling videos found. Like, there's so many cases out there that could use awareness, more awareness. And then there's even some that aren't even that, or just that just have like a news clip. Just I don't know. I'm trying to think things to do other than searching for missing children. Hold on one second, y'all. All right, I'm back. I'm sorry. I gotta find my phone. Like, my phone is missing. I extra phone, but I don't know where my root was. I think I left it outside. Like, not good with it. But I don't know what you guys think about me changing up or switching up. But I think it'd be good, actually. I think it'll do good to do different things other than constantly talking stuff over and over and over again when there's no outcome to the shit that we're talking about. But and Kirst, as for Layla, not that I don't want to talk about her or put her out there. I mean, put more awareness on her, but there's just so many people covering it, and when there's a lot of people covering it, is when all the confusion and all the drama and shit starts. I have like a little 17 that's missing in my area. And I talked to her adopted moms. But I haven't talked to her since. I can't seem to get a hold of her now. But her still missing. But they like can't put no kind of alert out because they don't know if she left with somebody or left her or what. They just know that she left around like the school that she attended. So, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I'm probably going to lose a lot of subs because I'm not going to be talking about summer. And said this over and over again. My channel is never about summer. I've had different views for my channel. I've had different outlooks for my channel. But I did put so much of myself into Summer's case. And I'm never going to stop talking about her, especially until she's found. But doesn't mean I have to talk about her on a daily or because I'm not going to talk about her parents. I don't care to do on a day-to-day basis. Let them live and be well. That's how I look at it. Really, because there's nothing to talk about. I'm not going to keep going over the same shit that everybody else is going over. I'm not going to pick apart everything that they have said in the past, even in the present. Like there, I don't think any of it's significant. I just think a lot of shit they're saying is just them being aggravated and annoyed off. With that being said, yeah, I'm done with that until new information comes out from the law enforcement, whether that be TBI, FBI. I'm not going to say Hawkins County because I really seriously think they have more to do with Summer's case than just fucking being the law enforcement that got the case. I think they have a lot more to do with the case. This really do. But I hope I don't lose no subs over it. I hope that people do understand where I'm coming from. I mean, there's a ton of other cases that even missing children that we can be going over. There's other kids that have been missing longer than summer, that went missing the year before summer, 2 years before. They still haven't been found. Their cases aren't being talked about. It seems like Monkey and Summer's case are the only two that really get any awareness. And I won't talk about Monkey's case other than mention his name because I am guilty for not actually looking into it. Like, I know the basics. He went missing under his dad's watch. He walked out the door without his dad's knowledge. Like, that's basically all I know. And he disappeared into thin air. But I guess everybody is done talking now. And nobody has said anything in about 20 minutes. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and end this here. Wait for my brother-in-law to come and work on my channel because it's going to be a very long night. I probably won't get no sleep. I will be live tomorrow morning as usual when I get my nieces ready for school. I will be on anywhere between 4:30 and 5:30, or 4:30 and 5. So if you guys want to join me, then you're more than welcome to. If you catch this on the replay, leave a comment. I love to read them. I love to respond to them. Just be nice. Don't be hateful. Show me the same respect I show y'all. With that being said, I love your faces, and I guess I'll talk to you on another day. And if you come in the morning, I'll see you. Bye, y'all.